The fifth highest mountain in the state of New York is known as a major winter ski area in the Adirondack region. But people also head to Whiteface Mountain in the warmer months for an uplifting experience.
As you got higher and higher, the views just kept getting better and better.
Isn't that pretty?
Not even just the whole kind of...
The whole ridgeline over there, yeah.
Tourists Nathan and Ann Berg traveled from Plainville, Massachusetts for an Adirondack vacation. They discovered the Cloud Splitter Gondola ride, a way off-season visitors can enjoy Whiteface.
I would also like to come back and hike it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Hike it as well.
Going up the gondola, it definitely felt very safe and secure. So it was a very pleasant, smooth ride.
The gondola cabins climb to the summit of Little Whiteface, a neighbor of the taller mountain. Installed in 1999, the Cloud Splitter Gondola ride gets skiers to the top in the winter and serves more leisurely tourists in the warmer months.
When it was installed, it was actually the fastest gondola in North America. So it allows us to get a lot of people up the mountain pretty fast, and it also shelters you from the elements. So when you're on the gondola, you're not exposed to the wind. It's a much cozier ride than riding a traditional ski lift.
Whiteface General Manager Aaron Kellett calls a smooth ride up a mountain in an enclosed cabin a rare experience in the eastern United States.
Gondolas aren't very popular on the East Coast. Some of the bigger resorts out west had gondolas, and when we installed it, it was a selling point for us. We would be able to have that fastest gondola because for a skier, it's all about turnaround time and how fast can you get top to bottom, then get back up.
Actually, I've only been on 3 gondolas in my life. This is being the third. The first one, Loon Mountain, New Hampshire. The second one was in Austria. I forget the name of the mountain there, but it was a gondola up to the summit, and then this being the third.
The ride itself is about 15 minutes up, 15 minutes down. The appeal is it's just visually stunning. So as you're going up, you can look over at Lake Placid, you can look over at the ski jumps, you get to see all of the surrounding forest, you get to see all of Whiteface Mountain.
Yeah, it's such a nice perspective on the view.
No, it is. I like the different ridges too.
Me too. You imagine yourself walking along the ridgeline?
Oh, I can.
I enjoyed the view from the gondola. I mean, it's spectacular. There's no other way to describe it, really. One of the comments I always make to my daughters and my grandchildren is it's amazing how I can't get trees to grow on my property down in Saratoga, but they'll grow on rocks here, you know. Like there's no place for them to root, but incredibly, they grow on rocks.
I like how you're just gonna go basically straight up here.
The last climb was definitely, more of a straight up than the gradual part at the beginning. It felt great because that's so smooth. You barely even notice. All you're noticing is all the views in the distance.
The summit of Little Whiteface is 3,600 feet above sea level. Closer to the clouds, visitors may enjoy a picnic with a view.
On a nice day, you can see the White Mountains of New Hampshire, you can see the Green Mountains of Vermont, and looking over at the High Peak Range, you see all the high peaks, and they shelter out pretty much everything behind it because they're so huge. But you can see the St. Lawrence River and a lot of the Adirondack lakes, so it's really cool perspective.
As many times as I've skied at Whiteface Mountain, I've been up on the gondola numerous times. I'm still amazed at the number of trees and just wilderness all around.
We don't have a lot of customer overlap summer to winter. So for the summer customer, we see a lot of people from the city, and what they see at the top of Little Whiteface when they're at the top of the gondola is a very undeveloped land, and they're not used to that. So it's very shocking to see that for them, and they love it.
It's nice to get out in nature and be able to enjoy it and just spend some time away from normal life, normal city, normal sights and sounds and stuff like that, and see something totally different.
It was very nice to see a bird's eye view of, the trees and the mountains and stuff. It puts a different perspective on things because a lot of times we're doing hiking, so you see things at ground level. So I like the perspective and different points of views.
The view was absolutely amazing to be able to see around. I like the transition into the more alpine zone, flora and fauna and stuff like that. Just very majestic, very, very wonderful to look at.
And it looks like the Bergs will be back.
It would be fun to come back here during the winter time. Check this place out. Maybe do a little skiing like this.
Adirondack Journeys on Mountain Lake Journal is made possible through the support of the Adirondack Foundation.